What's up, everyone? Once again, it is mp4podcast.com, bringing you guys the most interesting video game news that you guys really do need to know about. Now, we've all heard the news by now about King.com copyrighting the word candy. They're the makers of Candy Crush, the very popular tablet, phone game, whatever, smartphone, the little puzzle game and so on. But these guys decide to copyright the word candy. So no other mobile game, or probably, even Nintendo 3DS, a PS Vita, or any other type of portable game that you can think of, can use the word candy in it. I think this is a little insane. It's a common word, the word candy. But now they're the only ones that can have a candy video game on any of these app stores, iOS, Android, and so on. I think this is getting a little ridiculous when people are copyrighting common words. How about microphone that I'm talking into right now? Laptop. Can you copyright laptop? How about a fan, that keeps me cool in the summertime? How about the word doorknob, that when I open up the door, I walk out the house? My keys in my pocket, can I copyright the word sidewalk? So every time somebody steps out of their house, they have to pay me because, they're walking on the sidewalk and I own the word, but it's getting a little ridiculous. However, a lot of people are complaining about this, acting like this is the first time it's happened. And a lot of these people who are so up in arms about it are also guilty in some ways themselves. Let me give you an example. The word superhero is copyrighted by, get this, Marvel and DC. Two companies own the rights to the word superhero, which is a little odd because usually when you own something, it's owned by one company. And the reason why they did this, Marvel and DC, because they don't want anybody else using the word superhero. And they decided, okay, we're not going to fight each other in the courts. You can use it and we can use it, but nobody else can use the word superhero. But the word superhero was long around before Marvel or DC Comics were even a company. But they're the ones who get to use it, which is really, really insane. Now, there was a comic book that came out in 2002. It was called Superhero Happy Hour. It was superheroes. It was kind of like comedy, superhero comic. And these guys would hang out at the bar. And they got a cease and desist letter, maybe from Marvel or DC. And they were told that they had to stop production of their comic book or, change the name. And they changed it to Heroes Happy Hour, which I think is insane because I would have thought that. I would have told them, hey, take me to court. It's a common word. Also, how many gamers here on YouTube are also guilty of this? But I'll, let this one slide kind of, because I didn't even know about this until I read about it. But Rockstar owns the word Rockstar. That means there are no other games that can use the word Rockstar. You can't even make a music game called Rockstar, The Road to the Top. I'm just, I know it's kind of a generic name. You can't use that. You can't even use the word Grand Theft Auto. That's a normal term. You hear newscasters all the time. There's a helicopter, chasing some car getaway or whatever, and it says, yeah, there's a Grand Theft Auto on downtown Boulevard or whatever. If we are going to go after King.com for taking the word candy, then we also have to go after all the other companies who are also abusing regular words that are commonly used in everyday speech. Okay. Now I will say this, from my understanding, you can copyright colors. I do know that UPS did copyright the color brown, which is a little crazy. And I think I'm not really quite sure about that and how that actually works. I can kind of see, if somebody, made a brown truck and they use the same gold lettering that, or the same paint, gold paint and the same, brown paint that UPS uses and so on. So if you saw this other truck driving by on the street and you saw the lettering, you would think it was UPS. You know what I mean? I remember this kid who used to work at UPS. He used to wear this T-shirt, and it was it had the UPS symbol on it. It said United Pot Smokers. I thought that was kind of funny. that's a parody, of course, but if you were a serious company using the exact same colors, the color brown, the color gold, and you make trucks look exactly like UPS, but, the name of the company would be different, I can see, being sued because then people would get confused with them. But, if you want to make a brown truck and whatever, you want to put some blue lettering on it or some orange lettering and say, hey, it's an ice cream truck, I don't think UPS should have any case. But if it's like another, shipping company and they're trying to make their trucks look just like UPS, I can definitely see the problem. But this is really starting to get really ridiculous with companies taking normal speech words. I do know that Microsoft also tried to copyright the word Windows. Windows, come on. There's windows in every house, every apartment. You can't copyright the word window? Okay, the word window has been around for hundreds of years before Microsoft was even a company. Also, Apple wanted to copyright the word pod, pea-pods. I mean, we heard pea-pods or, peas and pods and whatever. The word pod has been around for ages and so on. How about the word Google? Google is actually, I think, is another way to spell Google. I could be wrong about this, but a Googleplex. It's kind of like a condo building or something like that. That's the only time I've ever heard the word Google used. That's nothing to do with Google, the search engine company, and so on. But I really think that people, as of right now, should start to boycott all video games from King.com. Leave a review. Give it a 1-star. Say why you don't like it, because what they're doing is wrong. Bad reviews can make a difference. Trust me. People are on the App Store and they're like, oh, this game has a 1-star. I'm not going to bother downloading it. That's what I think people should do, because King.com is out of line for copyrighting the word candy. Now, one thing that I do quickly want to point out, back in the 90s, there was a video game console that most of you guys probably never heard unless you're really into retro stuff. It was called the Amiga CD32. And they had a game for that console called Candy Puzzle. Okay, it was a puzzle game, right? And the theme was candy. Now, which is kind of crazy that King.com is copyrighting the word candy, and they're not even the first candy puzzle game. This probably was the first candy puzzle game that I'm aware of. There might even be something even before this game. I just don't quite know. But think about it. A video game that came out in the 90s that's a puzzle game that uses candy doesn't have the copyright for the word candy, but some company that made a game a year or two ago, I guess, when it got popular. I never really played Candy Crush. They now have the rights for the word candy. Now let me just say this. I don't think anybody should have the rights to use the word candy. I mean, it's a generic word. It's just like anything else. Light bulb, lamp, doorknob, floor, ceiling, fan, window. The list goes on and on. But if anybody should have the right to have it, should not be those guys at King.com. It should be these guys from the 90s. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But I don't even believe they should have the right to have it. I'm just saying it's crazy to give these companies the rights to regular words that we use in regular speech. I can see, copyrighting the word candy, maybe Crush, maybe like Star Trek, okay? Somebody took the word star and then they put the word track. That's a movie franchise. Star Wars, something like that. I can see those types of words having some type of copy protection and so on. But it's just getting a little out of control. And I'm asking you, please boycott Candy Crush and leave a bad rating and say why you are upset with King.com. It's not fair what they're doing. And let me just say this. If they can get away with this, other companies are going to be doing the exact same thing. So once again, guys, this has been mp4podcast.com signing out. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, as it really does help out the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Blah, blah, blah. I can't speak right now. I'm interested in knowing what you guys think about this issue. Once again, you guys stay safe and have a good one. Later, guys. Bye.